Hey y'all, it's Taylor from Tattooed Teacher Plans. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're finally doing another wellness log plan with me, and it's been a while, so I'll tell you all about it as we get started here. So I've got my iPad here because I am going to go to Pinterest today for some recipes. I have an idea of what I want, like the type of food that I want to eat this week, but I still need to like root through some recipes and stuff and find what I actually want to eat. And then I have my, well, this is my A5 TN. It is my EC folio, but I just have a different cover. I ordered this one off Etsy and I really, really love it. The color is just beautiful. And this is where I keep my wellness log. And this basically holds my whole life. I have 4 planners in here. I've got my dailies, I've got my monthlies, and I have my wellness log, and then I've got my dot grid journal. So I'm going to go straight to my wellness log, and we're going to pull this baby out so that I can write on it a little bit easier. If it's a normal week, I'll just leave it in there. But since I am going to be filming this, I want to have easy access to it. So this is the one that I'm using, and you haven't seen this one before. I'm sure you have seen this in a haul, but I haven't done a wellness plan with me in many, many months. And the main reason for that is that I broke my wrist in June while I was on vacation in New York City. And it's been a struggle ever since then to get back on track. I have actually lost some weight. Not that that's my only goal here. I do want to focus on all around health, but it's something that I use to measure my progress and stuff. So I have made progress. It's just like 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of thing. So this is like kind of mid-August. I had a rough go of it this fall. Here's another August. This is August. This just like week completely fell apart. This week I didn't finish. This week was just like, I remember I was sleeping terrible, and then this week completely fell apart. This was first week of October. This week, just like workouts did not happen. Work was crazy. This week was pretty good. This was September 23rd through 29th. This one fell apart. And this one is this week, and I am filming on Saturday, so I have Sunday to finish up. I'm finishing this spread, I swear it. So let's go to this blank spread for next week. So for this video, I think I'm going to do it a little bit differently. So I'm going to pre-plan it and everything, and then I'm going to come back at the end and show you the finished spread, because you don't ever really get to see that. I mean, I showed on Instagram and stuff, but I do want to include the finished spread and how I did, so maybe I can keep myself accountable here and kind of show you how the week turned out and how it went. So let's jump into this. I've got this jelly roll pen from, I got this in a store in New York the day that I broke my wrist. So there's that. That's kind of funny. But I love this pen so much. It's like my favorite jelly roll right now. And then I've got the Happy Planner Farmhouse book, which I'm kind of obsessed with right now in this wellness log. Not sure why, but we'll pull like a full box from here. I think I am going to add back in a habit tracker. Over here, you can see I was tracking my Apple Watch and flossing. I'm good with my Apple Watch now because I have it on the right wrist again. I had to wear it on my right wrist for like 3 months, but my scar is feeling really good. It still gets angry sometimes, but it does not get irritated by my watch anymore. So it's back to my left arm. So the only thing I need to track really is flossing, because for some reason, if I don't have a place to mark it off, then I'll just forget to do it. So I'll find a habit tracker and throw that in here as well. So first thing, we're going to start with the left side. So this is the week of, I don't even know what week it is. Let me look at my planner. Okay, so this is the week of October 28th through November 3rd. I hope that you can see this pen. I think you can, but we'll see. I'll look. Let me check just to make sure. I think you can. Okay. Now, I have all of the workout types over here on little post-its, and this is how, like, my system for figuring out which workouts I want to do. So I'll start with the day off. Day off is going to be Friday. So I'm going to put that here. I'm going to put it a little bit off to the side because I'm going to cordon off a little section here in the activity column in a moment. So the weather is pretty crappy next week, except for on the weekend. I think Saturday I'm going to try to go for a walk or a run. Probably a walk, honestly, because running is not, I haven't gotten back my stamina from before my breaking my wrist and surgery and all that. So walking is probably what's going to be happening there. And then I do definitely want to do some strength. I'm building up my strength again, especially like my upper body strength. So I think since let's see, I did upper body on Friday. So let me start with the lower body on Monday. And then I'll do upper body on Thursday. I love kickboxing. Let's do some kickboxing on Wednesday. And then, what else? I think I'll do some dance cardio workout on Tuesday. I may change that out, but I think this is just a loose plan. I think I'll do some yoga on Sunday. And I might switch these around depending on the weather. Okay, I feel like I need to build in some HIIT, but this build, it's pretty good, so we'll move HIIT to next week. Alright, so I've got that down. Now I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to cordon off this little section right here. And this is going to be for my Apple Watch. And this is just for me to keep track of my rings. So I've tried a couple of different ways of doing it. This was when I was still doing physical therapy. So I just did, if I close my rings and my physical therapy exercises. I don't know if I want to just write. I think I'll try something different this week. So I've been doing it like this, like just a check mark if I close, but it might be more satisfying if I write the letters and then like mark them off. Well, let's try that this week. So I'm just going to write stand, move, exercise all the way down. It's really weird. Sometimes I will close like my move and exercise and then I won't close my stand, or I'll close my stand and move but not my exercise. Especially on the weekends for some reason. It gets odd. Okay, water intake. I don't keep track of my ounces. I just put a check or a check minus, an X if it's really, really bad. Because lately, I got my water right here actually. Lately I've been really bad about my water intake, so I'm trying to work on that. I always put in my steps at the end of the week just to see what my patterns are. I don't do it every day because this doesn't matter like a lot to me. This does though. I always add in my hours slept every day when I fill in my workout and stuff. And then for my workouts, I put in what I'm going to do, and then sometimes I'll put a note like if it was really hard, or like this day I got my flu shot and I just went for a quick walk. I didn't go do anything too strenuous. I'm probably going to rake some leaves either this week or next week whenever it dries out from the snow that we just got. I think I will also mark on Friday that I want to make sure that I meal plan. So I'm just going to put a little checkbox here. I'll probably do it on Thursday, but maybe not. But I want to have it done by Friday for sure. So I've got that there. And I think I'll go ahead and move this on over and put day off. This pen wants to not flow very well. Okay, so I've got a day off on Friday. And usually I do that because I'm exhausted by the end of the school week. Because if you didn't know, I am a teacher and the fall is like really busy and I'm tired. So let's talk about this side. So first thing I want to do is go into this Happy Planner book and I want to choose like a quote sticker or something. It doesn't have to be a motivational quote. It just, look, I don't need a motivational quote. I need coffee. That's what I need right there. So I don't need like some crazy motivational sticker over here. I just want something that looks pretty, that makes me want to look at this spread. And I know that sounds vain and that it doesn't matter, but it just helps me. Same with like tracking my flossing. It should be something that should be automatic. For some reason it's not. And my dentist said I was doing really well with my flossing lately, so I want to keep that up. I'm going to put this little habit tracker. It's just an old leftover over here in this bottom corner, just so it's out of the way. And I'm just going to write flossing because I want to keep that up, and I've been kind of slacking lately. So there's that. Up here, do I want to kind of zhuzh this up a little bit? Sometimes I'll use like a mild liner or something. I've got a gray handy here. We could do that. So I'm just going to go over these little headers. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. I think I'll do the same thing over here just to make it cohesive. All right. And sometimes I like to write a little note for myself up here, some kind of focus for the week. So I feel like this past week I've kind of gotten back on track. So I put get back on track. And I did. So I maybe I'll look on Pinterest and see if there's something maybe I want to write up here to just kind of remember throughout the week. So I'm going to kind of speed you up for a minute while I kind of think through what my meals are going to be this week, and to maybe find that a short quote for up here. So I'm going to do that and I will be right back. So I was looking at this recipe earlier this week, and I think I want to do this for lunch. I'm going to switch it up just a little bit. By the way, I don't think I mentioned this. I don't follow any specific diet. I just look for healthy recipes. I've been kind of into a little bit of Whole30 lately, and not like full on, just kind of like resetting myself with that. And I kind of do a little bit of vegetarian sometimes. I like to throw that in there. And then a kind of balance of low carb too. So not any particular diet. I have found that like sticking to one thing doesn't really work for me. But what has worked for me over this year is just kind of finding that balance between like less meat, lower carbs, healthy foods. So that's what I shoot for. I think I'm going to make this for my lunches this week. So I'm going to go ahead and add that into my lunch section here. So I'm just going to shorten the name to Asian chopped salad. And this is going to be good. I'm going to use, instead of rotisserie chicken, I'm going to use some chicken breast. I'm going to just put them into my Instant Pot with some chicken broth and shred them. I think that will be good. And then I'm definitely going to keep pretty much everything. I think the only thing that I'll add the mangoes in, because I was looking at this earlier this week. I think I have a lot of the things that I need. In a minute, I will go ahead and make my grocery list in my reminders app on my iPad. It'll sync with my phone, so when I go to the store, or if I decide to order my groceries online, it's super easy. It's right there on my phone or on my iPad. So this is going to be for this whole week. I will keep the dressing to the side, and I'll just add it so it doesn't ruin the cabbage. I don't like cilantro, so I'm going to keep the cilantro out, but everything else looks good. And I may just do like diced mango instead of peeling it because like I don't have that patience. But that looks like a good lunch. Lots of veggies, a little bit of fruit, and some protein. I don't know if I need a side or anything for this. I think I will be okay. I might add some yogurt or something. I'll decide that later. If Monday, if I come home hungry, then I'll just add some yogurt or something, like some Greek yogurt to that. But for now, I think this will be enough for my lunch. While I'm here, breakfast is going, I don't have breakfast. For the past, I want to say almost year, I have fasted, done intermittent fasting, and I have figured out that a 16-hour fast is what works best for me. So I don't eat breakfast. I finish up dinner before 8 p.m. and I don't eat until we have lunch the next day at noon. So that works really, really well for me, and it has helped me to drop some weight. And as long as I have a good lunch so that I have the energy to have a good workout that day, then I feel fine about it. And doing this lets me kind of indulge a little bit with snacks, because I always have a snack when I get home. And it just, I don't know, it helps me. Like I said, the balance is what I'm after, and the morning fast helps me with that. So I'm going to fast probably every day this week, but definitely on the weekdays. Have this for lunch. So let me think about dinner. Now, in my mind, it's going to be cooler next week. So I want something warm. I was thinking maybe chili, but I have a lot of protein here, or like the chicken, and I don't eat a bunch of meat. Like, I'm good with it once a day, and that's it. So I think I want to do something vegetarian for dinner, and some kind of stew or soup. I was looking here through my little list here, my healthy eating or healthy recipes board. And like I see chili, maybe chili next week. But I think this week I want to do like some tomato soup. I'm thinking I want to do some tomato soup, some chunky tomato soup with an open-faced sandwich, like a grilled cheese. I'm going to put grilled cheese, which is basically just like cheese on bread, but whatever. So an open-faced grilled cheese, plus I think with tomato soup, I think arugula would be really good, and I haven't had an arugula salad in a while, so I think that would be pretty tasty. And I think this will be filling enough because I'll get some bread, which I wouldn't have any carbs on this. I think this is going to be balanced pretty well. And I'll get some more greens. I can make a pretty big salad. Chunky tomato soup will be delicious. So let's do that for at least Monday through Thursday. Friday, I tend to splurge and have like, I don't want to call it a cheat meal because I'm not cheating. I don't have a diet. So, or like an official diet. So I don't like to call it a cheat meal, but I like to have something like fun on Friday afternoon or Friday evenings or even Saturday. One of these days, I'll have something fun. Okay, and then snacks, I'm thinking, I love cheese so much, but I know it's not good for me, but I think I'm going to do maybe some fruit for a snack. Some lentil chips, I love those. There's a bunch of cashews in this, so I don't want to do any nuts. I'm just going to add cheese sticks here. And then let me look back at some of my old little spreads here and see if there's something that kind of catches my eye. Ooh, some kefir might be good. Yeah, I think I'll do some kefir, especially if I don't have any yogurt on this day. I'll add that. All right, I think that is going to work for my snacks. So when we get down here to the weekend, I know it's annoying, but I don't plan out the weekend very well. I always have things in my freezer I can pull from, and I have leftovers or just random stuff in my fridge that I just like find. Or like I said, I will go ahead and like splurge one of these nights. So I'm not gonna plan these out. However, like I said at the beginning, you will see the finished spread at the end, and I'll give like my reflection of the week and everything. So you'll get to see, did I make good decisions or not? We're gonna find out. So I think that is everything for this part of the video, and I will see you at the end of the week in just a second to show you how this all turned out. So I'm going to give you a quick little update of how the week turned out. It is currently Saturday, and right here I'm going to rake some leaves today. I started yesterday. It takes me like a whole 24 hours to get all of my leaves out of my yard because I have this giant fruitless mulberry that drops tons of leaves, and they're really heavy. So I am counting that as my workout. I track it on my watch as functional training, and it tracks everything for me, and I totally count that as a workout. So let's go through the week and see how it went. So I decided to add, my word of the week was balance, which this week was very unbalanced. And then I have my quote here, how will this choice affect your goal, from Jillian Michaels. Not great. I actually transferred that quote over onto the next week, which I'll show you in a minute, because I didn't make really great choices this week. But let's just get into this. All right, so Monday I did a HIIT workout, closed all my rings. Really good day. I stayed on track. Tuesday, my headache began, and I was incredibly sore from this HIIT workout. I haven't done HIIT in a while, and I don't know what was going on with the weather, but we had freezing rain on this day. It was actually a late start for us, and I think that triggered a migraine. So I did okay over here. Wednesday just went to crap. I felt terrible, didn't work out. I got a breakfast burrito and I ate lunch at school, which was not great. Had some soup and went to bed. And I ended up on Thursday getting back on track, and I added in this section this week SC, which is self-care. I want to build that in to my week and like make sure that I am taking care of myself. I get seasonal depression, and I kind of got a taste of it this week, and I want to make sure that this year I work really, really hard to take care of myself and my mind and my body and all of that stuff. So I want to build that in and just give myself like some time to recharge and to like be conscious of what my body and my mind are doing. So that's what that plan is for. So Thursday, like I said, I got back on track with everything. Friday, I ate all the crap at work, all the Halloween candy, I was just so stressed, and I was definitely stress eating all day, and I just didn't feel great, and work was just like not great. So that was yesterday. I came home and I raked leaves because I needed to get out some like aggression and some frustration, and I did clock that as my workout. I did meal plan yesterday, and I did close my rings like a little bit, not as much as I would like. Today I am going to finish raking the leaves. I'm going to color my roots, and then I'm going to close my rings today. I know I will, and I'm back on track. I think I'm just going to eat leftovers and like clean my freezer out, and then I'm going to go for a walk tomorrow because the weather's going to be great, and I need some sunlight and some vitamin D. So that is the plan for Sunday, and I don't know what I'm going to do for my little self-care thing, but let's look at next week, and you can get a little peek of my plan for next week. So I do want to do some zucchini zoodles with some chickpea noodles for a little bit of protein, along with some chicken and some tomatoes. And then I do have a Blue Apron coming next week, so I am going to kind of do some self-care with cooking, which I love cooking, so I'm probably going to put that over here. And yeah, here's the plan for this week. I've got Tuesday is going to be a good like weather day, so I want to go for a walk that day. I might switch one of these out also for a walk, but this is the plan for next week. I want to work on consistency, and like I said, I moved that quote over here. so that I can kind of get back on track. So I hope that you enjoyed this wellness plan with me. This thing really does help me when I stick to it. But as you know, you can get off track. But the good thing is you can turn the page and start over the next week. So if you enjoyed this wellness plan with me, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, you can definitely leave those down in the comments below. And I hope to do this maybe once a month. I don't know. Is that too often? Or maybe every other month? Let me know down below. I'm curious. But if you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I'll see you next time. Bye.